What's up, everybody? This is John from the App Review Zone. Today we're going to be reviewing the Kika Keyboard. It's an emoji keyboard against three of its main competitors. We're going to be reviewing it against the SwiftKey keyboard. We're going to be also reviewing it against, oh, that's interesting, the TouchPal keyboard. And we're going to be also reviewing it against the Gboard, the Google keyboard. And we're going to be doing it on our Android tablet. But it's going to be a little different. Normally with most reviews, I review them basically user interface, functionality, and then overall usability, try to keep it a little more simple. This one is a little more specific. We're going to have some specific metrics where we compared certain different types of things amongst all the keyboards. So you'll find out as we go along. So let's get right to it. All right. And what we're trying to see is if the Kika Keyboard can compete with SwiftKey, the Google keyboard, and TouchPal. So the way I'm going to handle this is, firstly, I want to talk to you about some of the things that I really can't show you on screen, such as download time and clicks to activate. So when I was doing my testing, the download time was pretty quick. It was between 30 to 45 seconds, or 30 to 42 seconds, with TouchPal being the fastest at 30 seconds, SwiftKey at 42 was the longest, and Kika fell right in the middle between 35 seconds. So as you can see, as far as download time, everything's good. As far as activation, the average was about 5 clicks. SwiftKey took 7 clicks to activate because there were a couple different buttons that you needed to press on a page that popped up after the keyboard was activated. They were looking for different settings and things like that, so it took 7 clicks, but for the most part it's about the same. So now we're going to go into functionality, and this is where I can show you things on screen. So what I did is I click the Google search, and right now I believe we are looking here at the Google keyboard. So I'm going to switch the input method to the Kika keyboard. So here's the Kika keyboard. As you can see, it just looks like a regular keyboard. Up here in the left hand corner, it looks like a little flower. This is your settings box, and there's different things you can do. You can set up your theme. So if you press themes, these are all the themes I've installed. So let's say I wanted to switch to this Halloween theme. I just tap that. Boom, there it is. That is the new theme that I just applied. One of the weird things about this theme, it's kind of cool, but it's a little strange because you kind of, if you forget where the keys are, like the caps lock key is a witch's hat. Let's see, I don't know what this cat does. Let's see. Oh, that's the emoji button. So it's cute and all, but it's a little annoying because you don't know exactly where all the keys are. So I'm going to switch it back to this plain Jane theme because it's just easy. All right. So this button here also is the themes website keyboard. So that will actually take you to the website for this keyboard where you can download other themes. For time factors, I'm not going to do that, but you can see I can just download one of these themes. Most of them are all free, and it'll pop back up. Now there are some ads on this page, but there's really no ads on the keyboard itself, which is cool. So we're going to go back. There you go. Sometimes this tablet is a little finicky. It doesn't like to cooperate. But overall, one of the things we checked was accuracy and predictive, like predictions of what you're typing. So if I put in, let's see, HOLI D Why? Maybe it doesn't work on the keyboard search. I'm not sure. Yeah, the Google takes care of that itself, I guess. But if I go into, let's see, if I go into something like Evernote, let's see if it does it here. Yeah, so I guess in certain apps it doesn't come up. So as I'm typing, it automatically starts suggesting things. So there you go. So you get the whole point, and you can just tap the word, so it makes it faster. Also, it also has swipe. So if I'm going to hold it down here, and I can say so I just swiped for holiday shopping has begun today, and if I bring it a little closer, you can see it correctly identified what I was trying to type by doing the swipe keyboard. So it works really well. I enjoyed using it. I think it's a great keyboard. You know, it's got your typical caps lock, double tap to lock it in place, and it's a good keyboard. Oh, let's see. So here's one of the cool things it has is it has emojis. Now on this particular piece of software, the Evernote, the emojis come out black and white. Oh, actually it's working on this one. That's interesting. Before they were black and white, and now they're not. How weird. Oh, you know what? I ran an update on the tablet, so that's why it's working better now. So there you go. So there's your emojis. You can also do stickers. Now I don't know if the stickers are going to work here. Let's see. Last time I did a sticker, it tried to create a new page. So if I do the check, yeah, see, saving note. So it saved a new note. Let's go back to the emojis. I can also add a GIF. More than likely, it's probably not going to put a GIF on the Evernote page. It'll probably just put it, yeah, puts the URL where the GIF is. Evernote's not the greatest for things like that, but you get the idea. It does work. And then there's these little weird emoticons, which people used to use back in the day before they had emojis for different faces and things like that. So you can mix and match those as well. But everything on this keyboard is functional, and it works great. It has themes, it has emojis, it has stickers, it has GIFs. It has swipe to type, and it has very good contextual accuracy and predictive accuracy. Those are hard to say. Say that a couple times fast. So let's switch over to the Swift keyboard. All right. Now here's the Swift keyboard. So one of the things that's a little different about Swift is it has this little icon thing here, and if you come over here to this little settings logo, it has this cool nifty settings screen, which allows you to change the layout, or you can change the keys, you can resize it, you can go, I'm not sure what incognito is, and float makes the keyboard float. So I just want to pull that up close so you could see it. So here we'll tap layout, and we'll go thumb. And now the keyboard is designed to be typed with 2 thumbs. You can also put the layout back to full, and then I can change the keys, and it gives me a bunch of different settings for keys. Let's put this back here. Actually, we'll just go back to our Google search bar. It should pop up there as well. Let's see here. There's also resize. So I can do a small version. I can also do a medium version. I can do the largest version. I mean, so there's some different things that you can do with this. Here's a floating version, so you can move it around. Let's see here. We'll go back to not to be floating. And we'll change the setting back to large. Let's see. Now, this one has GIFs and it has emojis, but you notice I don't see stickers anywhere. So there's something different that the SwiftKey doesn't have that the Kika Keyboard does. It has stickers, and the SwiftKey one doesn't have stickers. So there has one up. There's one up for the Kika Keyboard over the SwiftKey keyboard. But overall, I mean, this is also a good keyboard. It also has the swipe to typing, you know, and it also is suggestive. And it does a pretty good job with that as well. So let's switch now over to the TouchPal keyboard. All right, so this is the TouchPal keyboard, and as you can see, it looks again just like a standard keyboard. This is a little select window that it has where you can do cut, copy, and paste and things like that. You can change it has language support, so you can change languages there. There we go. This button here is like the settings button on the flower button on the touch or the Kika keyboard, and it's also like the settings button on the SwiftKey keyboard. And again, you can change the layout, and you have some interesting things here. You can choose emojis, and when I press that on the settings, it's going to actually let me download new emojis for it, which I really don't want to do right now. But just to show you, the TouchPal keyboard also has its own website or web page for it, where you can download themes and emojis and things like that. I gotta hit the Google first. Now it'll work. There we go. Now I'll choose the Google keyboard. So this is the Google, and it has a settings button. You can change the keyboard settings there, so I can do different things with the Google keyboard as well. Let's see here. If I touch that, so it says it uses data from Google Apps and Services, and it stores the data on the device. So if I just say OK, I'm not sure why it's not doing anything. So this is the emoji button on here. So there's different emojis in the Google keyboard. They're slightly different than the other ones. I don't see stickers or GIFs, which was really surprising to me. And maybe there's a way to search for things, but let's see. Or maybe you have to turn them on. I'm not sure. But it's not immediately evident that this thing has GIFs or stickers or anything else. It has the emoji button, but that's pretty much it. So that's a little confusing. And in that sense, I would prefer, and maybe because it's a Google keyboard, that you need to set it up on the Android tablet. I will admit that I'm not exactly a super expert on Android. In fact, in order to switch keyboards, I actually had to look it up on Google to figure out the easiest way to do it. Because I mean, I'm a self-confessed iPhone fanboy. I will say that. Not saying that I hate Android. It's gotten a lot better, but to me, I'm just used to the iPhone, so it's much easier. So that we're back to the Kika keyboard again. So I don't know. Overall, I think that these keyboards are very, very similar in nature. I think that they all have similar features. Most of them have theme support. Most of them have emojis. Most of them have the predictive and contextual accuracy that you're looking for. 3 out of the 4 have the swipe. TouchPal is the only one that doesn't have swipe. Most of them all have language support. As far as I could see, SwiftKey was the only one, and more than likely it does, and I just didn't find it. And that's the one thing that I will say that I do like about the Kika keyboard is it's pretty, everything is pretty much right there. I mean, you tap this and it's all there. And that's what I like about it. You know, here's the layout. You could do the same split kind of thing with Kika that you could with the other one with Swift. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. You hit this emoji button and it's all right here at the bottom. If I tap these icons right here, there's the GIF one, there's the emoticon one, that's the stickers, and there's back to emojis. So for reasons like that, I would prefer, I think, that the Kika keyboard would be the one that I would choose. But overall, I'd say they're pretty good. They're all pretty good. And I definitely think and highly recommend that the Kika keyboard would be something you should definitely try if you're interested in swapping out your keyboard, because it's totally competitive with all the other main competitors. So for that reason and all the other ones I mentioned, I highly recommend it. I think you should go to the Google Play Store and download it and put it on your Android device today. This is John from the App Review Zone, and we will talk to you next time.